morning all. I'm popping on whilst driving, which I do all day, every day, from one end of the ShoalHaven to the next, to talk about why and how the Yila Healing Trail came about. So the Yila Healing Trail was an idea that had its original conception in the yoga world when a lot of us woke up and thought, pretty crazy. We've got 33,000 yoga teachers in Australia who are out there teaching people how to connect their body, their mind, their spirit and nature. And why are we all headed off to India for our inspiration when we're lucky enough to live in this continent, which has the oldest living culture, full of wisdom, full of grace, and full of incredible knowledge to listen up to, I guess, and ask for guidance. So, yes, the original idea came from, hey, maybe time to start to think about how to evolve yoga here on this continent in Australia. So after that happened, it's been a slow burn, or maybe quick in evolutionary terms. We have 33,000 yoga teachers plus in Australia, and we started to move around Australia through an organisation called Off the Mat into the World, and to request or have a chat to yoga teachers about acknowledging country prior to class. So acknowledging country has had a bit of a bad rap in the last few years. People feel like it might be rote, like it might not have much meaning, etc., etc. But the idea, when done properly, of acknowledging country is that it brings you into a reverence space, a space where you fully connect to what has always gone on around you, the spiritual forces, the earth, the gratitude for those that have looked after this incredible place, and all of that. And what could be more appropriate to start a yoga class than coming into that full recognition of where you are and giving thanks. So yeah, it took off like a wildfire and now an awful lot of yoga teachers are out there acknowledging country prior to class in a way that's culturally appropriate here in Australia. So that happened, then Yoga Australia took on the whole task, along with Nangwale Aboriginal Corporation leading the charge, I'd say, to bring about a wrap and to help introduce the subtler or the more exciting aspects of thinking into culture in terms of our yoga practice. That evolved then to thinking about practitioners of all wellness disciplines, be it medical, allied health, be it complementary, so-called alternative, integrated, and of course traditional healing mechanisms. So what about practitioners of all these healing mechanisms? How would we start to think into what it was to be practicing here in these lands that are now called Australia, that have never been ceded? So, consequent to that, we started to apply for grants, and we actually got one, which is always a bit miraculous. Department of Regional New South Wales provided a beautiful grant for us, which allowed us to develop the Yila Healing Trail. Initially, the Yila Healing Trail was called the Yuin Healing Trail, as it's here on Yuin lands. It's also here on Jerinja lands, Wadi Wadi lands, Wandi Wandandian, Murrumarang. There's a lot of different clan groups, Badawang, that are here and have always looked after this incredible country here in the ShoalHaven. So we have been beavering away, bringing together something that's truly exciting, we hope, and at its very centre and core are First Nations ways of doing things, which we see as a deep well that we can draw upon to really help look after this country that we've grown up in, that we work in, that we've moved to, and all the rest. So we're also, for this trail, inviting people who aren't from ShoalHaven to come down and experience what it feels like to actually really be well for 10 days and to connect deeply with people and to have experiences that might never have been had that connect you to country, to listen up to cultural traditional owners and also community members who have just so much to share. So that's what the Yila Healing Trail is all about. There are literally hundreds of experiences about to appear on that site, and we hope that people will take time out for 10 days in October and be part of what's going on. Doesn't have to be all of it, but there's an awful lot of good things on offer. And I'll reserve the next description of what's on offer for the next video. But for now, that's what I have to say. Thank you, everybody. Take care.